Jeff Larson, and I teach art and animation here at Balboa High School. And we're about to head inside and check out the new Leondakis Center for Innovation and Design. So here we are, we're heading into the old art and design wing here at Balboa High School. It is now called the Leondakis Center for Innovation and Design. It was named after Stephen and Nicholas Leondakis, who are alumni. They attended the school back in the, I believe, the early 30s, and they made a significant donation to the school community to fund new technology for most of the classrooms in the form of projectors and new screens, so that everybody was kind of more up to date. But here, this is the old art wing. Behind me is this beautiful, amazing mural of Tupac Shakur, painted by a teacher and student combo back in the late 90s, mid to late 90s. Gary Graham, and I don't remember the student's name. We'll see if it was Manuel, I think. So I'm going to provide just a little tour of the background of the space. It's still in development. As you can see, in this first year when we first came in here, we started doing a lot of the brainstorming and design thinking about what could happen in this space. So a lot of trying to still give people room and space. I don't know how much people add to these things, but why are we making this space? What problems are we trying to solve? Brainstorming, what can we do? Prototyping, which we're doing more or less by populating the rooms. When we had an opening celebration, we had lots of images printed up of the Leondakis brothers. You can see this very nice view of the Balboa courtyard. Getting back into that hall there. We're going to head into this space here, this room here. This is the old art room, the art 1-2 drawing, painting facility. And what we've got envisioned now is this would kind of be like the welcoming area. This might be like a check-in, staffing zone. And then as we pan over here, this would be like a digital media lab, maybe for open use for people to print and make graphics. We can envision a few computers along these windows here for editing and doing graphics and print production. Ultimately over here, what we've got is wanting to construct an audio and broadcast facility. So out here in this, where these tables and computers are, would be more sophisticated, up-to-date broadcast equipment for like switching between cameras, as well as some audio engineering equipment, so that once this space is renovated and retrofitted, we would be able to have kind of like a studio set up, so we'll have a desk over here, people could broadcast Bell TV, but also line the room in a way that's appropriate to turn it also into more of a audio production recording space. So there's lots of good storage, existing storage space. As you can see here, right now it's labeled the Photo Lab Museum, but this is a traditional darkroom. This is the little curvy dark entrance into the room. You can't really see that. Then as we come around the corner and come in, and we can see we still have some of the old equipment for exposing slides and paper, and we'd love to see this space renovated again and maybe one day breathe life into it. Here we have a screen exposure unit for silk screen, and this is the washing station. So this is, instead of the dark room, this is now the cleaning station for silk screen production, but perhaps it will become both. So in this room here, again, this was the old art wing. There was not a wall here. This used to be one very large room. And when the district offices came in, there was some renovation that took place. So again, this is the old art wing, and it is now, this is what we envision as the new maker space. And at the moment, it's housing the after-school programs, silkscreen production. And again, you can see in this back corner, there used to be a giant sink over here, and we're looking to get that reinstalled. And over here, we've got our screen drying unit. Lots of t-shirts. Looks like they're in the middle of doing a production for community organization. So again, the space in the short time that it's been reopened and reclaimed has been used extensively for a lot of things. This side of the lab would be the 3D printing and modeling. You can see over here, someone is here. Would you like to say hello?
Hello, Mr. Larson.
Introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, my name is Jose. I guess I facilitate the Maker Lab space, and for the most part, just work with like the 3D printers and projects, and like hopefully some 3D software as well. But for the most part, yeah, that's it.
Great. And I'm just gonna, again, we'd love to see this space grow and start to incorporate, some electronics production as well. So we've got quite a collection of machines, and so currently 3D printing happens after school, a couple days a week, and students come up here, learn to work with software, learn to work with the printers, and after school is also kind of, I think this is their office space, but yeah. So this room is coming along very well, and we're going to head off to another portion of the space that has a different dedication and emphasis. As we leave the maker space and recording broadcast area, we're going to come on over to this portion of the facility, which is going to be the design thinking collaborative space. As you can see here, there's another quite long hall this way. There's two beautiful stretches of halls which we envision as display spaces. I'd like to get some different hanging systems and structures to be able to showcase working projects over the year. So we're going to go ahead and head in here and see what's going on here. All right, so here we are in the kind of newly and slightly refurbished, not updated completely, but this is the design thinking space. We've gotten donations from this company. This, I believe, is donation equipment from Dolby Laboratories, who contributed to the funding of the table. So we've got the movable tables, adjustable space. What we'd like to get is more whiteboard space. So along the walls behind me, remove these shelves and replace all the old blackboards with whiteboards, but as well as get some more movable whiteboards. As you can see, we've got a couple here, one there, projection screen. There's still a lot to happen, but this is the main space in which we kind of envision groups planning, meeting, doing, learning more about design thinking. We'd love to see the space kind of plastered with walls, plastered with posters that kind of define what design thinking is and help provide people the space and an introduction to working with those methods. We're about to head over into this room over yonder through the passageway, and we'll take a peek what's going on in there. So passing through here, this tiny little hallway, you can see we have storage areas to the left and the right, which we'd like to have like dedicated space for different programs and pathways so they can store and keep their materials here if necessary, and everybody has a sense of what they can do. I know that this space already has temporarily been used occasionally to do some beginning audio production stuff. Guys teaching a new class a couple times a week. So this is kind of the largest room out of this upstairs area. It's very large, can accommodate, we've had about 60 to 70 students in here working and doing design thinking projects as well. So you can see some leftover materials from when they were going through the process of thinking about their audience and planning for a museum exhibition. And we had 12 different groups in here. This is the space we kind of envision as kind of a multifunctional space. It'd be great to have some tables, tall tables that kind of collapse and can be stashed, but can be rolled out, maybe movable, kind of lounge type furniture over in this area, but turn this into kind of a flexible lab space where you could host a class, say like a computer programming class, and everybody would roll out laptops or the tables, but the space could be kind of adjusted to needs, or it could be converted into, again, a larger meeting room space. Also the possibility of having entertainment, maybe this side of the room being maybe more of like a staged area, maybe some platforms could come out from the bottom there, like a stage and people could do like, you know, small entertainment related events. So again, what the space needs is definitely a variety of different types of furniture. Another possibility for this room had been kind of similar to placing tables and screens at some of these junctures that jut out for multiple meeting groups. You could have, you know, 5 or 6 groups in here, and maybe one main projection center. So possibility of a large projection screen dropping down from here. There's a flexible, movable screen that could be raised here or hanging from the ceiling. Again, this is kind of more of a larger flex space, but it doesn't have a single dedicated purpose, but could be more multifunctional. So let me go ahead and head out this door into the hall again. So just outside of this flex lab space, is kind of this end of the hallway, which I envisioned partially maybe as a place for more large-scale 3D sculptural models, exhibitions, kind of along the wall space, keeping a clear space there, obviously. The elevator for access. We'd really love to see these window panes treated with clear, gels, colored gels, so you kind of have a nice like rainbow effect in here and kind of brighten up the space and give it some color. We are waiting on funding and supports. We have some existing sources of funding. We've applied for a couple different grants, facilities grants. We applied once and we're waiting for another, trying to apply again. We didn't make it the first round. But whether or not we get that grant, there is additional funding and support coming to keep working on our ideas here. And we're looking forward to moving forward. So it's been a really great first year. And looking forward to the second year. As we leave the maker space and recording broadcast area, we're going to come on over to this portion of the facility, which is going to be the design thinking collaborative space. As you can see here, there's another quite long hall this way. There's 2 beautiful stretches of halls which we envision as display spaces. I'd like to get some different hanging systems and structures to be able to showcase work and projects over the year. So we're going to go ahead and head in here and see what's going on here. So just outside of this flex lab space, is kind of this end of the hallway, which I envisioned partially maybe as a place for more large-scale 3D sculptural models, exhibitions, kind of along the wall space, keeping a clear space there, obviously. The elevator for access. We'd really love to see these window panes treated with clear, gels, colored gels, so you kind of have a nice like rainbow effect in here and kind of brighten up the space and give it some color. We are waiting on funding and supports. We have some existing sources of funding. We've applied for a couple different grants, facilities grants. We applied once and we're waiting for another, trying to apply again. We didn't make it the first round. But whether or not we get that grant, there is additional funding and support coming to keep working on our ideas here. And we're looking forward to moving forward. So it's been a really great first year. And looking forward to the second year.